Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Cece and I'm here with hubby here
Will.
on this beautiful sunny hot day. Guys, I've been sitting here with this, okay? That's how hot I am. I'm literally sweating under my shirt, like sweat is running down me and it's like super hot. Yeah.
Sugarson Park here. She's been complaining all day. So, listen, we're in Florida. It's 89 degrees, I think.
It's 100 and plus where we are right now.
It feels like it because it's humid. So, it's a hot day.
Listen, my kids are just complaining. When you're at a park, you're supposed to play, right? But these girls are just complaining how hot it is. And they're just coming by every minute, every second. Like, Mommy, I'm hot. Well, yes, you are hot. So does everybody else in here. You know, it's a park. It's just hot, okay? Deal with it. I'm dealing with it.
Listen, I'd rather take this than sit in all day. Yes, sitting in all day, breathing that recycled air from the AC. I'd rather be outside. Yes, it's hot, so what? And we chose to wear black.
Because why do we choose to wear black today?
Well, today is Juneteenth day, and obviously it's a day that was lost in history, and it's a good thing now that it is being made aware by everyone in America and across the world.
And now it is a national holiday
for us here in the U.S. So
okay, what?
It's a good
thing. We came
thing.
far, but now. You know, I was telling my husband earlier, I was like, what if it was like on a Monday or Tuesday? He's like, would I have to have the day off?
Well, yes.
Because last year, I think you guys were...
My office closed early. That was the first time this day became somewhat of a mainstream conversation for everyone across the U.S. So, and obviously, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, it was signed into law that it is a national holiday. So many companies and obviously individuals, we will be celebrating this day in the U.S.
Yes.
And obviously Juneteenth it's important for us people. And now I moved to the U.S. I wasn't brought up here, but we back home we suffered, our ancestors rather suffered as slave as much as the slaves who were in the U.S. So this day means as much to us as anyone else who's from our background, and the fact that it's been recognized as a national holiday, that means our past is not being kicked under the rug. Right? Well, it was, now it's being pulled back.
Right.
So there's, and
I gotta say this too, thanks to our president for recognizing that it's important for us to have this holiday.
In the light of a lot of the recent things that's been happening, I think
that's my point.
A lot of things are being brought to the surface. A lot of people are being aware of things. I've had some of our colleagues that didn't even know what that day was.
Right.
Yes. So I think this all coming to light because it's important that we know our history and none of it is being kicked under the rug and be forgotten.
Right. Yeah. So
yes, it's an important day.
It is an important
for
day.
all of us. Now it's been a battle from the beginning, and that's not to say that everything is where they need to be right now, but I think we're making progress.
These girls are fighting back there.
She's one about the squirrel that are fighting.
Listen, these girls are fighting. I'm sorry, baby, but these girls are very loud, and they were just like fighting. I don't know what they're fighting for. For their independence?
Maybe for food. They're not afraid of human. They actually come close to us. And
this one was ready to fight my husband. He's like, listen, my husband's like, go. And he's like,
well,
it was so funny. He's like,
this is their place. I mean,
this is their territory.
I mean, when they built these parks, obviously they knock out part of the natural habitats, which is the trees and all that. And they put a park in there. I mean, if you look around, there's like trees and this is where the squirrels are. There's a lot of. So we are in their space. So it's natural to see them in their habitats. But going back to Juneteenth, yes, it's a special day for, I think, everyone.
Every black people.
Because one thing that's
Okay.
getting us, where a lot of people don't even understand us, don't even understand what happened to us. And yes, not being us, it's difficult to empathize with us because you've never been in our shoes. But what's going on right now is bringing light, is bringing what happened to us and where we've been, and obviously where we're going, to the surface. So yes, I want everyone to know what Juneteenth is. Not just black people, everyone.
But it is a day for
Yeah.
us, okay? So yes, we're not just here to talk about that. We're just here to, we're vlogging and then we're in the park with the kids and but one thing I want to say is too, like what we talked about earlier this morning while we were making breakfast, and you brought up a good point, and you were like,
So here's how the conversation started. I just went around and said, baby, we all gonna die.
and I was like, what? We gonna die? What happened? What did you do?
So she freaked out.
Of course, like, come on, guys. I don't know where your husband, while you're making breakfast, and somebody said to you, baby, you know what? I feel like he had a revelation or something. He's like, we all gonna die. I was like,
But it's an actual
are
fact.
you okay?
It's an actual fact. We are going to die. Either
Right.
Today, tomorrow, or whenever
At
that day
some
may
point
be.
in life.
So none of us are permanent. And if there's anything we should be afraid of, it's
Hey,
dying.
baby.
Because that's the only thing we
That's
can
right.
never come back from. Is death. Once we die, we're gone. There's no coming back. So if someone's afraid of dying, I understand that. I think there's a lot of other things that we are afraid of. Afraid of taking on a project, afraid of maybe talking to someone, afraid of starting a new job, or afraid of whatever it may be. We can come back from any of these. Imagine you wanted to start a business and you failed. You can come back up, right?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
and the conversation went into, we should not let fear stop us from doing anything that we want to do because we can
Right.
always recover.
We can always recover.
Death should be the only thing that we should be afraid of. And obviously, I know I'm going to die, so I've made peace with it already. So if I die today, it's fine. I'll die tomorrow. Now, I'm not planning on it. But that's the only thing that should be something that we're feared of is death. Everything else, deal with it.
Life is short. One thing I gotta say is when he brought that up, and of course, like I told you before, you probably heard us on our podcast, on our vlogs. We talk about this all the time. We want every single one of you guys to take a change in life. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. So if it's the business that you want to start, if it's whatever it is, what's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst? Jim Run says something.
Who's Jim Ron?
Well, it's this.
I know who he is, but there's a lot of people who don't know, right?
Well, he's no longer alive, but he's a motivational speaker that I've listened to, and he's big on personal development. And he said something,
Wow, this
which
lady
is
is so tall.
short people always see tall people.
Listen, guys, when you're at the park, you see everything. You see short people, tall
But let me see
people,
what Jim
big
Run
people, small
says.
people, round people. So I'm seeing a lot of them.
Jim Run says,
Skinny.
no one gets out of life alive. So life itself is not
Where my
permanent.
kids at?
I don't know where your kids are, but I'm sure they're here somewhere. Life itself is not permanent. So risk is part of life.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of us, we look for safety. We think, man, this isn't safe. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I'm not saying someone should go and jump off of a building. You're going to kill yourself. So don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. You
Don't
can
do
kill
that.
But if there's something you want to do that's not going to cause harm, physical harm to you, do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Yes.
You suffered some financial losses. Whatever you had, you worked for it and you made it. You can make it again. And stop thinking of the worst that could happen. Think of what's the best that could happen. You could go at it and you succeeded and you become known for.
Right. Right. And the
Yeah.
thing is too, today is a very important day, right? Today alone should be the beginning of something for you. That's how I look at today. It should be a beginning of, okay, I'm gonna do it because it's something I've been dwelling on, I've been sleeping on. I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to make me proud.
Yeah, but today reminded us of the different risks that we're
Right,
taking early on.
Right, that's what I said today.
You know, because we will still be in shackles if people weren't willing to take
our
risks.
ancestors, yes.
So they've done their part.
And I'm sure they're happy where they are right now. They're actually
course.
happy and clapping, and finally for the things that were fought for, the things that we've been wanted for so long.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's still a lot more stuff we want to get done.
Little
as
step at a
people.
time,
Yes. But yes, so celebrate, remember,
Yes.
educate. That's
Yes.
important.
Yes.
We have to understand who we are, where we come from, and obviously where we're going. That's very important.
Don't settle. Today is the day for you to make a choice, for you to make a decision. Like Les Brown said, you are one choice away. I've been telling that to a lot of people that I've come across, that I talk to. You are one choice away from a decision, okay? Because you are. All it takes is for you to take that step and move on, right? Move forward. Don't settle. Our ancestors did not settle, so therefore you're not gonna settle. Go for the life that you want. Take the small risk, little at a time. You're gonna get to it.
Find out what you want and go for it.
Go for it. Go for it. Listen, I am out here and it's hot.
She's got issues.
I have no issues. I just don't want these girls to come and fight me, because I'm gonna fight them back. Okay? I'm gonna fight them back. I'm gonna put my boss lady move on. And
Hey, we getting ready to leave, but before we do, we decided to take a quick walk around the park. They have a museum on there, so we just came from inside the museum. Obviously, we couldn't film in there, but the kids had seen some stuff. They love the water in there.
the water was cold.
Anyway, everybody,
Yes.
celebrate, but do what you need to do. Remember,
Do
a lot of people fight for all of us to be where we are today.
Yes. The freedom.
And now the fight is in our hands.
Right.
To continue to fight
And pass it on
and
to our
pass
next
it on
generation.
to the next generation. So, until then, I'll see y'all.
Bye.